I just barely screwing in one of the bolts and it snapped right off. It's a small bolt, but I was using a small wrench. It's probably just, you know, it's old and corroded. Anything usually around the antifreeze heats up, you know, cools down, gets a little antifreeze on it, rust, corrodes, they get a little weaker. So a tip for me, the way I usually get out broken bolts, is I have a sacrificial screwdriver. And what I do is I just weld. So I just held it up there and I just weld it right to the block and right to the head of the screw, and out comes the head of my screw. Little ski wampus, I didn't put it on there straight. Look at that. Out it comes. There we go. And you can tell I've welded on there quite a few times, but I just bust that off and ready to go again. Another way I like to remove bolts that generally gets them every single time, and I know this is all just done with a welder, is to take a nut. So we can snap that off. Well, I'll snap it off in a minute. But if you just have, if the head of the nuts just, or the head of the bolt is flush with the, like the engine block or something, you just set a nut right over the top of it, and then you just actually weld straight down into the middle, making sure that you hit the head of this first and fill it up. And it does two things. It heats up this bolt so that it'll remove easier, but it also locks this on. And then while it's still warm, then get a wrench or a socket on there and slowly start just rocking it back and forth and until it releases, and then you can back it all the way out. That's one of the ways I remove bolts. But of course, I hope you guys never get a stuck bolt, but if you do, that's one of the ways I do it with the welder. The other method is usually to, you know, to cut a flathead slot in the top of it, but generally you have to cut into your block or whatever else, you know, to get in there, and then use a flathead screwdriver to get it out. I've always had really good luck with the welding it, so if you have a welder, this is the easiest way. Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't already, thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe. See you soon. Bye.